Well, hello, it's Amy again, and I'm on day 4 of my food plan. And, it's different than I thought it was going to be. I guess, I just thought it was going to be torture, and it hasn't been. And I think that the reason it's not torture is that I am just really in the depths of my soul waving the white flag. I have been sober in AA, as I may have mentioned before, for 26 years. and and I started going to Overeaters Anonymous meetings when I had 22 years. When I had 4 years sober. So I have known that there was this huge issue with food for 22 years and done everything I could to try to the best of my ability to stay thin. And I have struggled with food and weight and over exercising and under exercising. I've actually under exercised now for the last 4 years. 4 years ago I finally just gave up. And I can't do it anymore. And when I was on my trip, I just recognized that I've gone over the falls. And I know what it's like to go over the falls, where you just go over the edge, you cross the line. There's no more control, even a little bit. And it's not that I'm eating just everything in sight and stuffing myself constantly. It's just that I have no more say. And this doesn't probably sound right to most people, but I have no more say about what I'm going to eat. I have a thought of a muffin, I eat a muffin. I have a thought of a donut or some kind of Hostess, I eat it. I have a thought of pizza or burgers, I eat it. And even though my body is getting bigger and bigger and being disfigured, I continue to do that. And that's just where it's come to. And I am putting these videos online because there was nothing like this online. When I was feeling this way, I would go to Food Addicts on YouTube and there wasn't very much. And if I had somebody saying this, I have no more control. And again, it's not that I'm just stuffing myself constantly. It's just that there's no way for me to lose weight on my own anymore. I've done every diet. I've done everything from Weight Watchers to Atkins to the HCG drops, and dropped, 35 pounds in a month. And I've done all, and my hair fell out, by the way. So don't try that, because I lost half my hair and I still don't have it back. But that's partially because I'm in menopause. And I'm sure that anybody watching this understands that there's a lot of different reasons, and that food and food addiction is a very complex and I think closer to the heart than probably any addiction, at least in my experience. It's a very close to the heart addiction, and it's a very insidious and painful addiction, but it's a powerful addiction just the same. And I've waved the white flag, and I've just said I just can't do it anymore. How many more donuts? How many more pizzas? How many more, looking for something wonderful that's chocolate? How many more? How much more? I'm almost 50. How many more times can I do this? None, actually. So the line that I have here, the group that I have where I am, is called Food Addicts in Recovery Anonymous, and it's much stricter than regular Food Addicts Anonymous. And even then, I'm willing to weigh and measure and have, in what, for me has been, based on my past experience, the tiniest bit of food you can imagine. But I'm okay, and I'm staying close to the people in the program. I'm going to meetings. I'm talking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm being very kind and gentle with myself. And I've actually spent the last 2 days in bed, because I don't know, I've just wanted to lay down and close my eyes and just keep them closed, whether I'm asleep or not. And that's kind of good, and I read something in the FAA Loop the other day about, these being an adrenaline junkie. And I realized so much of my addiction is tied into this powerful adrenaline rush. And all of that, and living in this adrenaline fueled super burn life, and then crashing and burning and needing sugar and flour to keep going, or to perk myself up, or to reward myself, or to make myself feel better. And it's just been a vicious cycle for so many years. And I don't think I can do it anymore. But this I can do. The food plan, calling my sponsor in the morning, preparing my meals, eating, this, what I would consider in the past being a tiny bit of food. And I guess what's happening is that for beginners, according to my sponsor, we need to right size me. And right size is not just, my physical size, but my right size mind, my right size heart, my right size spirit. And so right sizing is important. And there's definitely detox, and there's definitely, old habits. And because I've been in bed for a couple days, it's really not been that hard. It's going to be, getting up and going through life. That's a different thing. But I'm willing, and I love this.